So I've actually spent a big part of the last 2 weeks just scouring the Play Store trying to find the greatest Android applications for September 2016, and you'll be glad to know that after having installed them all, my phone looks and feels a hell of a lot better. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get right into it. So application number 1, we've got Chroma Keyboard. Now based off the Google keyboard, it's actually really easy to type on. It's spacious, it autocorrects really well, but the best bit is that it automatically changes color based on what application you're in. And it works. When you're in WhatsApp it turns green, when you're on YouTube it's red, when you're on Twitter it's blue. And not just any shade of blue, exactly the same shade of blue as the Twitter application itself. So whilst it is quite a subtle thing that it does, the Chroma Keyboard actually makes Android a much more fluid experience and transitions between applications less jarring. Number 2, we've got PlusDexo, and I've been searching for an application like this for about 2 years, so it's about time one showed up. Now yes, it's a minimal wallpapers application, but it takes things a step further because these things are goddamn beautiful. PlusDexo goes above and beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to minimal wallpapers. Yes, they are minimal, yes they've got pastel colours, but they've also got complex geometry, and they create scenes which bring your smartphone to life, and they're ultra high resolution, and they even work great on a 4K panel. Number 3 is SmartWake, and this one simple, small-sized application can change the entire function of your smartphone. It allows you to control your device by motion, so you could make it unlock the second you pick it up, or when you, and only you, looks at it. You can use air controls to scroll through your home screens, and you can even make it go to sleep the second you put it in your pocket. An added feature is that you can make notifications from certain applications make the screen turn on. Next up we have Dango. It's got a weird name, but it's pretty hard to fault functionality wise. So have you ever been typing a message to someone and you just cannot find the right emoji for the situation? Well, that's what the application is for. Every time you're typing a message on a social media site, whether it be WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc., it detects the conversations and it gives you the most recommended emojis for what you're about to say, even taking into account the tone of the message thread, which I think is pretty mind-blowing. And combining that with the functionality of the new keyboard you've got, it actually goes for a really seamless and speed-enhancing experience. So no best apps video is complete without a shiny new icon pack, and this time we have Pelos, and it's safe to say this is in my top 3 all-time favourite, which is a big claim. So it works on all your standard launchers, your Apex, your Launcher Pro, your Nova, and it brings a great sense of unification to your icons. What you're seeing right now is my screen setup, and I've done no fiddling whatsoever. All the icons have a really pleasing, clean, flat look, with some rather fancy rounded edges. But even the icons that aren't really supported, it converts them to a similar style, and it blends seamlessly. It's one of the best integrations of non-supported icons I've ever seen. So next up we have Epic Win, and it's not something I'm going to continue to use, but it's on the list because it's just an insanely cool idea. So essentially it turns your life into an RPG. So any task that you want to do, whether it's go for a run or climb a mountain, you stick it into the app as a quest. You select the reward you'll get for completing it and also which attribute it's going to boost. And then as soon as you complete it, you log it. There's also a whole barrage of loot to collect, more than I'd say any sane person could possibly hope to. But it keeps you going. It genuinely makes you want to do the things that you need to do just that little bit more. So you know those really cool pictures you see on Instagram where someone has slightly warped the image to give it a really minimalistic look? Well, Fragment is the application that helps you do that. You can use it to browse through a whole gallery of user-created content, or you can make your own, which is what I prefer. Now it takes a bit of time to get used to the different tools on offer because there are so many, but it's a hell of a lot of fun, especially for you Instagrammers out there. In fact, they even have a weekly competition where they give everybody the same image and each person has to make their best edit they can. Next up we have Minimal Islands, and pretty much the name says it all. It's a collection of minimal looking islands, and I've never quite seen art like it. It's simple, colourful, high resolution and bright, and there's even a live wallpaper option which changes the island you've chosen based on your time of the day. Now I chose this app specifically because it's such a good match with the Pelos icon pack I showed you earlier. Put those two together and you've got a match made in heaven. Now next one is Circle Sidebar, a quick swipe from the right hand of the screen, or left if you're that way inclined, and you can see all of your recent apps or a set of apps of your choice. From the face of it, the functionality is similar to your multitasking button, but not only does it work faster, there's no noticeable lag when you open it, but also it's easier to reach, and you can customize which icons actually show on it. So the last app on this list is Screener. which has not just been released, but I've only just stumbled across it, and it's ridiculously useful and fun to play with. So when you open it, you can download templates for different smartphones. I've got the HTC 10, the Huawei P8, as well as the S7 Edge. And what it lets you do is frame any image inside that template of the phone and then save it as a high resolution output. It's a great way of testing what something might look like on a certain device. It's a great way of comparing between different phones, as well as just showing off your phone's setup. So if you've managed to make it this far throughout the video without being bored out your wits, then thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. With that being said, I will hopefully see you in the next video.